guys, we're planting golden berries today, aka ground cherries, and we actually just dug up some of the potatoes that we planted right next to the garlic that's in the front garden because it was just too wet for them and they weren't thriving, so we are going to use that row to plant the ground cherries in.
Somebody was a tad rushed this morning. So this is the area where we planted some blue potatoes and we went ahead and dug them up, and they were pretty small, but we got enough seed potatoes for the fall, so we'll just save them and plant them again in the fall. But I wanted to show some footage of the ground cherries that I've harvested from our garden in years past because I really love ground cherries. And if you don't know what they are they're in the same family as a tomatillo or a tomato, but they taste nothing like either of those, at least not in my opinion. Some people say they taste like pineapples, but I don't even think they taste like that. I think they taste more like a cross between an apricot and maybe a pineapple, but they are so good. I love these things. Seedlings that I'm planting are really small, but that's kind of the nature of this plant. If they're kept in a small pot, they will stay small, but as soon as you get them in the ground, they take off and they grow so fast, just like a tomatillo. These need to be planted in full sun. That's how they're going to take off, and if they do get full sun and lots of heat, they get really, really big. And you can propagate these from cuttings, and they will self-seed if you don't eat all the fruit. The only caveat is that you have to wait for these to be fully ripe before you can eat them, otherwise they can be poisonous. So you have to wait until they've basically turned brown. That's the husk of the plant, and the berry is a nice orange color. Some people will wait until they've fallen off the plant. They also only take 70 days to mature, but they will not take off in cool temps, so I wouldn't even bother starting them in cooler temps. I usually wait until it warms up to at least about 65, 70 degrees. The plant is super prolific in producing fruit, and you get lots and lots of seeds per berry, probably close to like 50 to 100 seeds in each berry, and it is considered a superfood, so I save my seeds every single year. Gotcha.
Do you think these drop seeds yet? Hey, those are ugly.
Possibly. Nettles or something?
Look at that. It's got like a unicorn spear thing.
Unicorn weeds. This garlic's gonna be ready by the end of this month. I'm so excited. So excited.
Yeah.
Tomatoes are looking good. So here's the newest member of our farm. This is Sindel, and she is a lion head. Hopper's a fuzzy Hollenlop, and she's a lion head, but we have to keep them separated for now because he just wants to hump her. Isn't she so cute? Aww.
Looks good.
We have two broody hens right now sitting on quite a bit of eggs. So what I like to do is I mark all of our eggs that they're sitting on, because sometimes our other hens will come and get in the nesting box with them and lay new eggs. And it kind of causes a problem because when the chicks hatch, sometimes the hens will leave the other eggs and they're almost fully developed. So I don't want that to happen. So what I do is I draw a ring around the entire egg so that I can see the marking from every angle when it's been turned. And I just come in and I check every day to see if someone laid in there, and if there's any eggs that don't have a mark on them, I will take the eggs and put them into our eating stash. So I will do this for both hens. We're already over a week in with these eggs, so this also gives me the opportunity to feel my hens and see how they're doing weight-wise, because they will eat a lot less when they're broody. So I want to make sure that they don't get too thin and that they're getting plenty of food. Both of these hens are giant Cochins, and I highly recommend this breed. They are really hardy, especially in colder climates. Our winters can get pretty harsh, but these hens have small combs and small wattles, so they rarely get frostbitten, and they have tons of feathers, both on their body and their shanks.
That's a guinea egg. That's not gonna do anything.
She took it?
I don't know what she did.
How'd she get it? Did you put this in there? Oh, goodness.
Alright, you're all set. Go back to your nest. You didn't have as many eggs as I thought you had. What happened? Come on, let's go back in your nesting box. Right here. Right there. Good girl. Getting the slip and slide out. Getting serious about this heat. You gonna do it, Blake or Garrett?
I'll do it.
I called you Blake.
90 in Texas.
Oh no, you guys are not going on the slip and slide. Get out of here. Get out of here.
Yay!
These are our yellow pear cherry tomatoes, and I'm taking some cuttings, or actually the suckers. I'm removing some suckers so that I could propagate some of these plants and plant them out in Garrett's market garden. He wanted me to do this, so I took quite a few suckers, and normally I don't prune my yellow pear cherry tomatoes because they are so prolific. They really don't need the pruning at all. They'll just produce tons and tons of fruit. To get these to root, I don't use any rooting hormone. I just stick them in some water and they always take off. Now Garrett is doing the French weave on the transplanted tomatoes. These are the ones that we saved from the root rot, so I'm super excited about these. They're doing so well. Here are the tomato suckers, and I'm actually going to be moving these inside the house for a few days while it's really hot, and if it ever cools down, I'll stick them in the shade somewhere. Now Garrett's adding another French weave line to the yellow pear cherry tomatoes. We already have one line down at the bottom, but these have grown up quite a bit since then, so we're adding a second line, and once these get taller, we'll add a third line. This little pot is one that we haven't been tending to, and we didn't think anything was in here, but we had garlic in here last year, and the little bulbils came up and started forming these rounds that you see us pulling now, and I'm actually going to be giving these to my friend Judy because she wanted to start some garlic in the fall. So I'm giving these to her because these will form nice big bulbs for her next year. So she'll probably plant these this August or September. It's really too early to be pulling garlic right now, but like I said, I wanted to give some of these to my friend. But I'm actually going to pull up some more mature ones in this other bed here that Garrett's pulling from now, and these will be ready. They just need to be cured, so these are going to be quite a bit bigger, and that'll give her some cloves if she decides she wants to eat some, or she'll probably just replant those in the fall as well. I can already tell it's going to be a great year for garlic, and I have larger ones than this, but they're not ready to pull yet. I gotta let those ones mature all the way before I harvest. Picking some dewberries.
Eating berries.
Can I have some? You want me to make a dewberry cobbler? No.
Me?
You're not supposed to eat it. You gotta save them. Ooh, Beckham, your freckles are coming in strong. I don't want to see a snake.
I don't. I want to eat it.
So hard to see. Those bigger ones. Dude, those are huge.
Look, there's some right in there. Our real blackberries still have a ways before they're going to give us
I'm going to eat them.
a good harvest.
These are blackberry babies.
These are mulberries, little ones.
These? Gotta pull it down.
Yeah, Beckham wants to eat them.
I love them.
Oh,
Mine.
you want to pick it?